So again, I want to welcome everyone to our Thursday night broadcast with Keeping It Real. Tonight's subject matter is going to be one that is to be encouraging, but it's about stop burying your head in the sand. So we're going to get started in about 30 seconds. Please share this video out. This is the time of the year where I won't say most, let me correct myself. There are so many people that start to experience depression. We got to have a solution for that. So please share this video out as many of your friends. Invite your friends to come on board. You know, we've got a great message tonight to share with everyone. And I want to thank those of you that come on board. Let me know how you're doing, how your day went today. Hello, Beatrice. ¿Cómo estás? I see we've got Crystal. We got Emily. Thank you for being on. Grab your favorite adult beverage or libation water. And, we're going to get started with this. Had a great conversation with a client today that just chose to reach out to me. I sent her some information regarding a power of attorney that we need. Obviously, if you have not followed or watched any of the videos, as a host and founder of A Whole New Me, Lifestyle Transformation, our focus and goal is to help everyone that wants to go from where they may be stuck for a little while to progress to a different point in their life. You deserve a life of fulfillment and ultimate happiness. Do not let anyone or anything tell you any different. You are created, you are put on this earth with unalienable rights to have freedom, pursuit of happiness, and enjoy life to the fullest. However, due to circumstances and challenges and just pressures of life, challenges happen. I always say, bad things happen to good people. And if you're experiencing difficulties in your life, remember, you are an amazing person, and this particular situation you're in does not define you or what you truly are. So when we talk about stop burrowing your head in the sand, it's a figure of speech you may have heard, but oftentimes when the pressure gets so great on us, and I myself have been guilty of that, it is easy to just freeze, stop, make choices that we're not proud of. And this video tonight, I have to be honest with you, it's a selfish moment for me because I'm actually seeing myself in the camera and I'm talking to myself. I think you guys are out there, but I'm having a conversation with me. Have you ever done that? Do you ever just talk to yourself? And see, the beautiful thing about it is I get to talk to myself, but you guys are just witnessing my conversation. And yeah, there are times when things get so bad that I have just frozen up in the past. I make bad choices. I eat bad foods. I eat things that my body does not agree with. I make bad financial choices. And tonight we're going to highlight some of the things to help overcome some of that financial pressure. Because when the bill collectors start calling, or there was a shift in job or a shift in income, and you have those choices, do I pay my car payment, or do I pay this credit card? Do I pay my student loan? Do I pay the electric bill? Do I take care of a kid's daycare? Do I put food in my belly? Do I put food in my baby's belly? These are all decisions. And then we're in this time of the year where there's pressure for Thanksgiving. Christmas is coming up. It really can be, for some, true pressure. See, I personally, and I'm not trying to put my personal beliefs on anyone else, I just celebrate and share gifts and love gifts all year round and eliminate the pressure of one day. Just like I tell any woman that I've ever dated, don't expect anything from Valentine's. You're going to get surprises all year round. I don't do or conform to what society says. Now, I'm not here tonight to tell people you shouldn't celebrate Christmas or Thanksgiving or anything, because I'm looking forward to hanging out with some friends. I'm going to 2 parties next Thursday. I'm getting ready. I'm hydrating and I'm making some good choices because I want to just enjoy next Thursday with friends. By the way, a quick announcement I posted on my Facebook wall. I encourage you to go visit it, but one of my favorite actors has a movie coming out next Thursday. The man himself, Denzel Washington. If you live in the Tampa, St. Petersburg, Clearwater area, or if you just want to come and have a great time with us, you've been following me, I got space in my place. Come on down and we'll hang out. But Thursday, if you would like to either go Thursday or Friday, Denzel has a movie coming out on Thanksgiving. I want to go Thanksgiving night. After everybody's eaten and had a great time, I would love to go out to the West Shore AMC. That's a central place where everybody, if you're over in Riverview or Brandon, North Tampa, Wesley Chapel, Citrus Park, St. Petersburg, let me know if you want to go. You can comment on here or comment on the post I put on my wall. If you want to go to the movie, let's get it together to go to like the 9 o'clock showing Thursday night, if at all possible. Are you down with that? You know, let's get some energy and some camaraderie going. Let's lift the spirits of everyone. So I would love for you to just come join me because I love going to the movies. I go a lot by myself, but if you need a movie buddy, ring a brother up. But as we're getting on top of our subject tonight, because this can be a time of the year where financial pressures all year long has been accumulating, what I want to encourage you to do is to never, never, never give up and throw your hands up and just say, F it, okay? Because the reality of it is that there are more problems that can happen on the backside once you realize and you snap to your senses that, ooh, I gotta do something about this shit. And then the problem has just compounded. So one of the first things I want to encourage you to do, I had a mastermind meeting every Thursday morning. That's why my videos on Thursdays oftentimes are the way they are, because I have gotten so much encouragement from my mastermind buddies. And we were discussing some challenges. I have challenges too, okay? And one of the leaders said, well, have you talked to somebody about it? And you know, having a trusted friend, someone that you can trust, number one, that's going to be confident, that's not going to judge you, talk to somebody. I'm available. All you have to do is reach out to me on Facebook, inbox me, or text my number. If you want to get my information, text the word Lamar to 95577. I failed to call customer service. I just remembered. If there's a challenge getting my shot card, please inbox me and let me know. But if you text the word Lamar to 95577, you're going to get my total information shot card. And that will have my Facebook information, that'll have my email, phone number, and you can reach me directly. Say, Eric, I was listening to you on Thursday night, and I would just love to just talk. We'll schedule some time, and I'll give you a few minutes. This is not about you paying me. It's just, you know, I've been in situations since I moved to Florida 3 years ago. And over the last 3 years, I had 2 homeless situations that I was looking at dead in the eye. I was telling my client today that called me because she said, I took a job. I'm making less money than I was making. I can't afford all my bills. I can't pay my creditors. And I'm just thinking about just letting everything go. While I will never tell someone to not take care of their responsibilities or avoid paying their bills, don't let financial pressure and the fear of messing up one's credit destroy your spirit. You see, because if you have a 30-day late or a 60-day late, and let me make sure I'm clear, I'm not endorsing or recommending that you just shirk off your responsibility. Not at all. I'm not saying that at all. However, what I am saying is that with the proper knowledge and the proper team behind you, any kind of negativity that comes up on your credit, that can be dealt with, that can be eliminated. You know, I went through a situation, I had an eviction, I had 3 judgments, I had 2 bankruptcies, I had a tax lien, a repossession on my credit, and it took me about 7 months to get rid of that negativity. 5 months, my credit score went from 454 to 723. I am a product of the product that we help our clients with. Now, why do I say that? I say that because what I learned in that process is that credit scores are going to go up and down depending on the situation, just like the stock market, okay? You always want it up, of course. But when it goes down, there are reasons that it goes down. And when you understand the reasons, then all you got to do is give it the antidote so it can go back up. Sometimes it's just a matter of my cards are maxed out, so my credit scores are going to come down. Guess what? I've got a stockpile of money in business that's coming through. When that comes through, cards will be paid down. Guess what? Credit score is going to go back up. You don't stress over things once you become empowered with knowledge. And that's what I want you to walk away with tonight. Again, I'm not saying just dismiss your responsibilities, but I am saying this. It is easier to deal with your credit when something has gone to collections. Never recommend bankruptcy. It's easier to deal with credit from a collection standpoint if that's where it has to go. Please understand that. It's better that it doesn't go to collections. But if you got to feed your child or pay a bill, you know what that answer is. I know what every parent is going to do. So guess what? If you make that choice, just understand that there's tools to help you get that off your credit. When that thing goes to collections, don't file bankruptcy if you don't have to. But the thing about it is when those bill collectors start calling, don't ignore them. That's called burying your head. When you ignore them, you potentially create more problems for yourself, such as they may sue you. When you do not respond to their collection efforts, in the legal terminology, it's called your silence is your acquiescence, which means you silently agree. They send you a bill that says you owe so-and-so $1,000, we're collecting from them. You never challenge it. They call it good. Now they take it to a court. Judge, Eric owes me this. He hasn't paid. We tried to reach out to him. He never challenged it. Judge says, where's Eric? Eric's not here because Eric has been ignoring everything. Judgment granted to whoever this Yeho debt collector is. I can't stand them mofos. But you have to fight them. You have to know how to respond to them. Don't ignore them. So then when that judgment happens, now you've just opened up your bank account. You've just opened up your income on your job for garnishment. Now the problem has become compounded. Now you potentially owe a debt. Now you legally owe a debt that you potentially did not owe had you only responded and just took your head out of the sand. Because when you respond, now you can have us help you. We'll send them a letter. We'll say, whoa, when did you ever give Eric credit? Do you legally owe this debt? Come on now. Let me give you some of these bill collector companies. Portfolio Recovery Services. Yeah, I'll put their name out there. I can't stand them. Portfolio Recovery Services. When did you give Eric $1,000? When did Eric contract with you? When did Eric agree to even pay you? And you owe this? You own this debt? Give me some proof you really own this debt. What proof and right do you have to contact Eric? See, now we start throwing stuff at them that they can't answer. And guess what? Oftentimes, Whoa, this dude, this Eric got somebody that know. Nah, we don't want to mess with Eric. This potentially could be a problem. Matter of fact, he asked the question, do y'all even have a license to collect this debt in the state of Florida? Oh, see, folks, there are so many tools and things that are available to you. Don't bury your head in the sand. Again, if you have to make that choice between things to take care of and you have to prioritize, you will never hear me complain. No one here to judge you about what you prioritized. But the thing about it is know that whatever you choose to do, it's not the end of the world. Keep that stress down. Your children are watching. The stress can affect you and your spouse or your significant other. A relationship is not. Right now, I'm about to tell you guys something that this is coming straight from here because I effed up 19 years of marriage because of financial stress and no wherewithal to do the right thing. Okay, so I'm just keeping it real with you. So I do not encourage you. I'm not going to tell you what you want and don't want. I'm not going to encourage you to choose the path of stress and screwing up a relationship with someone that's important over money or anything else. It is not worth it. Once you take on the education and start to understand your rights, understand how the credit reporting system works. I had an amazing conversation with a lady this week that works in the credit. She works in the data mining business because they sell information to collection agencies for skip tracing purposes and to attorney firms that collect debt. Just because you get a letter from an attorney firm, oftentimes these folks are simply investors. They buy debt. Irritates me when sometimes I think I'm in the wrong business. Sometimes I think I should be on the other side because there's so much money over there, but my heart and my conscience won't let that happen. But here's what happens. They buy $1,000 debt for like 30 bucks. They buy it from these creditors. And then they want to come after you and collect $1,000 bucks. Well, the creditor who initially gave you the 1,000 has already charged that debt off, filed an insurance claim, collected their 1,000 bucks, and then sold it for 30 bucks to somebody else. And then this person comes along and now they want to collect 1,000 bucks and make a $970 profit. See, that's called ROI. That is incalculable. The percentage of rate of return, I'm sure it is, but it's thousands and thousands of percent. You're not getting that in the stock market. You're not getting that in your savings account. If you gave me $30 and I turned around and gave you 970, that is amazing return on investment. But that's what is happening out here in this arena. When you become educated and you start to understand how to control your finances, the scales start coming off your eyes and you don't stress over these things. As a matter of fact, there is a governmental agency called the Federal Trade Commission. They govern and monitor all of this activity with credit bureaus, collection agencies, and if there are violations of the Federal Debt Collection Practices Act, which is a federal law, then that's reported to the Federal Trade Commission, and these people are fined, and you could get paid. So it is worth not burying your head in the sand and start paying attention to these phone calls that come into you, because it could be worth money in your pocket. So you may have owed $1,000, but if they commit a violation, that's $1,000 bucks. You just made some money. Wake up, pay attention. I'm trying to tell you, okay? So another thing I want to encourage you to do, as you're going into the next year, 2018 is a month and a half away, okay? Think about how your life has been over the last couple of years and ask yourself, was I feeling the same freaking stress this year, and what I'm feeling now, was I feeling this last year? Was I feeling this same thing 2 years ago? If your answer is yes, then something has to change in what you've been doing because it's not working. And if you can't be honest with yourself and say that, then I don't have anything for you. Let's make something happen differently in 2018. So ask yourself, number one, did I get a tax refund? And how much did I get? You know, a lot of families are getting $5,000, $6,000. Let's say you got $6,000 tax refund. That's $500 a month that you are giving extra in taxes. What if you could put that $500 a month back into your budget each month? What will that do for you coming into the end of the year when it comes to your bills? You could have paid down some bills. You could have paid off a lot of things. Or you could have just had money in savings set up for this time of the year, and you wouldn't have to use credit cards. You wouldn't have to have that stress, and everything is already planned for this time of the year. Hello? So what I'm going to encourage you to do is really take a look at your W-4. W-4 going into next year. Make sure that thing is filled out properly. If you need help, I have a total training on that entire thing. Did you know there was 2 pages to that? So the next thing I want to encourage you to think about is, do you have a business? Or do you rely strictly on a job? You see, if you had a business, we'll show you some other things that you could be doing so that a lot of the income, let's say you made $75,000 a year, but you're in a 33% tax bracket, take 33% of that 75 off the top. The rest is what's yours. Now you gotta pay your bills out of it. You gotta pay for your kids' schooling and things of that nature, cheerleading, baseball, football, whatever. And what's left over, that 66%, you're trying to budget and do some things with. Well, what if we can tap into that other 33% and do some stuff with that? Yeah. All you got to do is read the tax code. And if it passes the way things are planning to pass, I'm excited. Not about all of it, but I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. It is designed to benefit corporations. If you want to play any game and win it, the first thing you need to know are the rules. If I'm going to go out and play golf and I'm going to compete with some people and bet some money, if I break a rule, then I'm going to lose. So I got to know the rules. The same thing with capitalism. We live in this country. If you understand the rules of how money works in this country, we all can win the game. Understanding the rules of capitalism is super important. The first thing that wealthy people do is minimize their taxes. Yes. So everybody's screaming about this is a tax plan that's going to benefit the rich and blah, 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 and the middle class is not going to really benefit. Well, everyone in the middle class need to be looking at what are the wealthy people doing in this country. They own businesses and corporations. You don't have to be on the Inc. 500. You just have to be incorporated and by the rules and start writing off your lifestyle, your vacations. When you take a family vacation, you should be doing a family business retreat. It doesn't have to be every day. See, understanding the rules, that'll help us get out of the situations that we're in. Minimize your taxes, start a business, get your credit strong. Those are things that you definitely want to make sure you have in place going into 2018. Start now. Reach out to me if I can be of support or help. I have an awesome team of financial advisors, tax preparers, attorneys. I don't do this by myself. I just spearhead and I run my mouth and I create the vision for you guys. If you're looking to strengthen your credit so that you can start getting business credit, let's get that personal credit dialed in, because oftentimes you've got to start off being a personal guarantor to get the business credit. And then you build your business up, and then your business has its own strength to get its own credit. Play the game by the rules. Don't try to circumvent the rules. Don't try to take shortcuts, because at the end of the day, you're going to get burned. So let's make this 2017, the last 45, 46 days we have of this year. Let's make some strong, wise decisions. Oftentimes, when it's time to get into holiday season, we forget about our personal business. We forget about everything, and it's time to just start relaxing and chilling. That's true. But this also is the time to put a few things in place so that we can create some momentum going into 2018. Don't start your plan in 2018. Start your plan now, so that 2018, you hit that bad boy January 1st, go pop some firecrackers, celebrate, kiss someone you love, and then the next day, it's on and popping. So that when you look back a year from today, I would love for you to send me a message and say, Eric, I heard that message you said on November 16th, 2017. And I took some of that advice. And me and my family, we started our family business. We set up our corporation. I started hiring my children. I started writing off the expenses. We started changing our personal lifestyle into a tax write-off lifestyle by having a business. Yeah, I heard what you said. And we got our credit fixed. We bought a home. We have business credit. Man, that's what I would love to hear. Next year, this time, let's mark our calendar and say, this was the night I pulled not only my head out of the sand, but I pulled my head out anyway, you know what I'm saying? And I decided to make a change. Only you can do it. Make that change. Make that choice to make that change. And let's start doing it. Joe Strapp said, tell it, bro. Glad. Yes. One of my great friends. And now that he commented, I never call out people that are my clients that are on the call, but there are some clients that are listening to the broadcast tonight. And if you guys want to just say anything or type anything about what your experience has been by choosing to get your credit dialed in and what you see that's going to be happening in the next 6 months, please comment below. You know, I don't do this to brag about ourselves. It's just, I was in a situation a little over a year ago. I spent 10 months living in a 10 by 15 room that I was embarrassed, okay? But now I enjoy the condo I live in. I enjoy being able to set up my lights in my studio and the green screen and shoot videos and just talk to people from my heart, because I was there with a 454 credit score. It's nothing to brag about. Fucking sucks, to be honest with you. But when my mentor helped me through that situation, and now today, February 1st this year, open up my doors. I want to thank the mortgage brokers. I want to thank Gilbert Bennett, who is with My Easy Mortgage, one of the #1 referrers of business, helping his clients get qualified for mortgages. I want to thank the financial advisors that have seen Laura Polisamo, who has come on board, who's working with me as well. You know, Carrie Esposito has been a huge support. Eric Allers. These are other business professionals, Taisha Scantling, that have seen what has been put together. They heard my story. And I have to also thank my assistant, Tanika Tilton, because she was a client, single mom, and had a job situation. And I said, I don't know how much I can do for you, but I need some help. And so far, we're close to 85 customers that have come through our doors since February 1st. And the people that are now, we're handing back over to their mortgage people. to get them qualified and get their homes. We're trying to wrap up a few customers. We had some challenges over the summer, but we worked through those challenges because when you work on your own personal credit, it's different than taking on other people's responsibility, trying to coordinate with them, coordinating with credit bureaus. And so we put together a system where we have a limited power of attorney, where we have the ability. So we had to change some things around and get all the customers signed up on that process. The bureaus were like, whoa, what is this? Who is this calling? Because again, privacy of people's information is very important. So we had to go through a curve of challenges, and we did it, and we're still doing it. And now the reports are coming in. Our mailbox is full every day. People are getting their orders in. Last month, we started ordering 15 different reports for some of our clients because they had rental history issues in the past. And we said, hey, let's get rid of that stuff. What we're doing is deep cleaning services, deep cleaning credit services. And yes, Tanika said, kicking some collection bureau, ARCIS. These collection accounts, woo boy, can't stand them. But I love it when we beat them. We beat them and we make them go away because they know they don't legally have the right to even try to extort money from you and your family. And we're here to fight for you. So I just want to thank you for listening tonight. I hope this has been of value to you. Thank you, Emily, for sharing your comment. Her score has gone up 45 points, and I coach Emily. Some people, they get into my membership program. This is not about us doing it for you. We can, and we enjoy doing it for people. And it's the most effective way because we're going to be on top of things regularly. I spent an hour and a half today on the phone with the credit bureau going through a list of clients because we have that limited power of attorney. And when I get on the phone with them, I get what I want. But we do have a membership program, and then I offer 3 levels. You can go and learn how to do it just by yourself, and you get support in our personal, our Facebook private group. Or you can get that plus an hour a month of my personal support. You put all your questions together, and I work with you for an hour a month. We have that level of membership, or you can just have us do it all. And you just turn everything over to us. And the only thing we ask you to do, if by some chance you get a report in the mail, scan it and get it to us immediately. And the second thing we ask you to do, make sure the money is in the bank account when it's time to draft the credit card. That's all we ask. We don't need you to do anything else. Make sure the money is there and make sure the reports come to us. We got the rest. So thank you. Thank you. Namaste, my friends. We'll see you at our next broadcast. Will not be one next Thursday evening. I hope to have a lot of you joining me watching Denzel at the movies. And but have a safe Thanksgiving, great weekend. We will be having our walk this Saturday. And I almost forgot. One of my Facebook friends, Priscilla Bettis, she is going to be providing me with some email information, but water bottle caps. I am joining with her in helping people that have cancer. Every 250 caps that I can collect and give to her, the organization that she is supporting, we can get one person chemo. So on my walks on Saturday, on my walks on Tuesday, or when you see me, if you would please remember to collect the bottle caps, the plastic bottle caps, give those to me. I will turn those in. I have a bag in my kitchen that I keep, that every time I finish a water bottle, I'm just throwing them in there. Please, let's help save lives. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Zarek Lamar, your host of Keeping It Real with the Whole New Me. And keep your heads out the sand. Lift those heads up. Rejoice. This is your time. Reclaim your time. I'm reclaiming my time. I'm making it happen. Have a good night.